Hello dear learners, today in this video we will discuss the Still I Rise, a poem written by Maya Angelou, and from here we will solve the 2 marks questions for the exam of semester 2. Now let's begin. First question, the writer addresses you several times in the poem. Who is meant by you in the poem and how can we tell it? Answer. The poem is about the rebellion of black slaves against the white master. Thus, the you in the poem refers to the oppressive white colonialist and plantation owners who felt that Afro-American are inferior to them and treated them as a slave. The angry nature of the poem and the lines you may write down the history of your bitter twisted lie. This is the line from the poem Still I Rise, and in this line you may trade me in the very dirt, but still like dust I will arise are indicative of this idea. Here the meaning is that Still I Rise is a protestive poem, and Maya Angelou is a Protestant against the white American who were greatly oppressor against the black community people like Maya Angelou and her community. The society was in upheaval. Maya Angelou tried to grasp the things and wanted to use his pen to eradicate the white people's torture, to remove the white people oppression from them permanently. So here you refers to the white people of America, and Maya Angelou is a Protestant in the black community, and on behalf of the black community he has tried to do that. Next question. I have got oil wells, I have got gold mines, I have got diamonds. What is the effect of the repetition here and the particular images used? I have got the oil wells. All these oil wells, gold mines and diamonds are the treasure of mankind. If some people do have this kind of wealth, then he may be considered as the rich people, is not it? Yes. Now come down to the answer. These lines illustrate that the poet is rebellious and happy even in the face of the adversity. The imagery used is of significance as these are the communities that attracted the white colonialists to their lands. So what is colonial means? Upanives. Okay. So the things is clear that the wealthy people are the white Americans, but the black people also considering themselves that they are also all wealthy, they are also rich. So there is no difference between you and I. Maya Angelou is trying to convince them that there is no difference between you and I. So these lines have been set up in this poem because Maya Angelou wanted to equalize, consider them in an equal way. So next question. In some of the other similes, the speaker compares herself to moons, suns and other natural phenomena. What do you think she mean to convey by such images? So what is the meaning of the questions? So there are some imageries like suns, moons, tides. These are the phenomena, natural object. Phenomena means natural object. So what does Maya Angelou means by these images? Answer. The use of such similes by the poet is to show that the inner strength of the slaves cannot be destroyed, ধ্বংস করা যাবে না, by the oppression, and also the uprising of the slaves and the hopes within them are as certain as the fact that the moon is rising and the sun is rising in the sky. সূর্য যেমন উঠবেই, চাঁদ চন্দ্র যেমন আকাশে উঠবেই, ঠিক আছে, ঠিক একই রকমভাবে মায়া অ্যাঞ্জেলো কিন্তু কি করবে, একদিন উঠে দাঁড়াবেই। আমেরিকানসদের টর্চার, লাঞ্ছনা বঞ্চনা একদিন ডিমিনিশ হবেই। Okay, next question. What do you understand by the hats of history's same? Hearts of history same refers to এখানে কিন্তু ইতিহাসের একটা অ্যালুশন কিন্তু আমরা পাবো. This line indicates how the history of a certain event is partial to a certain sector of the society. The history of Operation paints a picture of shame and humiliation for the slaves, and the poet shows that they will rise from such an absurd history and paint their own picture for the future generation. Next question. What are the inherited gifts that the writer brings with her? রাইটার তার নিজের সঙ্গে কিছু ইনহেরিটেন্ট মানে পূর্বপুরুষদের কাছ থেকে কিছু উপহার নিয়ে এসেছেন. হোয়াট আর দ্য ইনহেরিটেন্ট গিফটস স্টেটেড হেয়ার? Answer. The gifts refers to the freedom that the poet has got due to the struggles of her ancestors. These gifts will be used by the poet and her future generation to help her people reach greater heights. Okay, so gifts means the protest of the of the slaves of the American black community. Okay, the American black community tried their best to free their country, to equalize themselves with the states, with the heights of the upper portions of the white Americans. Okay, so this is the answer of the questions. Gifts means the struggle of the ancestors. Okay, next, what is the subject of the poem? The subject of the poem is the writer's angry cruel protest against racial discrimination. Okay, জাতিভেদের যে দ্বন্দ্ব, সেই দ্বন্দ্বটার বিরুদ্ধে প্রোটেস্ট. The speaker speaks out against the racial prejudice and intolerance that she sees around her before making an appeal for black pride and dignity. ওকে, তাদের বিরুদ্ধে, জাতিভেদ প্রথার বিরুদ্ধে একটা তীব্র প্রোটেস্ট এখানে কিন্তু বর্ণিত হয়েছে. স্পিকার কিন্তু এখানে বলেছে রেশিয়াল প্রেজুডাইসের কথা, কুসংস্কারের কথা, ইন্টলারেন্স অসহনীয়তার কথা. সি সিজ অ্যারাউন্ড হার বিফোর মেকিং অ্যাপিল, ব্ল্যাক পিপলদের প্রাইডের কথা তিনি তুলে ধরেছেন. ব্ল্যাক পিপলরাও তো মানুষ, হোয়াইট পিপলদের মতোই, কেন তাদের সমতা বিধান করা থাকবে না? এই হচ্ছে অ্যান্সার. হু ইজ দ্য স্পিকার হেয়ার? ফার্স্ট পার্সন ন্যারেটিভ টেকনিক এখানে ইউজ করা হয়েছে ইন দিস পোয়েম, অ্যান্ড আই রিফার্স টু দ্য ব্ল্যাক পিপল অ্যান্ড দ্য পোয়েট পার্সোনা ইজ মায়া অ্যাঞ্জেলো. ওকে, next question. What is the setting of the poem? The poem is written against the backdrop of the invasive racism, racial separation, isolation and prejudice in America during the 1950s and 1960s. তো 1950 থেকে 60 খ্রিস্টাব্দ এবং 1960 থেকে 70 খ্রিস্টাব্দের মধ্যে থেকে যে সমস্ত দ্বন্দ্বগুলো চলেছিল আমেরিকান পিপলদের মধ্যে, ব্ল্যাক কমিউনিটি এবং হোয়াইট কমিউনিটির মধ্যে, সেই পরিপ্রেক্ষিতে এটা কিন্তু করা হয়েছে সেটিংসটা. ওকে, ফর মোর ভিডিওস লাইক দিস